Welcome. It's your solo sister Pam, and today I want to talk a little bit about venturing out there, doing things you want to do on your own as a solo person. I assure you, life waits for absolutely no one, and neither should you. That whole, when I'm available, let's get together, we're going to do this, it's probably not going to happen. So stop putting your dreams, your goals, your desires, whatever, your bucket list on hold. We don't have that kind of time. We need to get out there. Number one, if you're afraid, feeling anxious, feeling like a weirdo, whatever, society puts a lot of pressure on us to, be partnered up and at least not be wandering around alone. That's a bunch of BS. And I'm here to tell you, I've been wandering around the planet solo for many years now, decades. It can be awesome. It is awesome. Let's put the BS aside and get out there. So number one, if you're feeling kind of weird, don't worry about it. Power through it. Start small. Go to like a local coffee shop, grab a cup of your favorite whatever, coffee, tea, soda, maybe a scone, a blueberry one, and take a seat and just chill. Get used to it. If you're feeling weird, anxious, I assure you, nobody is staring at you, thinking about you, wondering about your life. Everybody has their own you-know-what going on. We all know that. Get out there, enjoy it. The more you do it, like anything else in life, the more comfortable you're going to be. And I can promise you this, there are a lot of us solo sisters out there. And when we see each other, we see each other. We recognize each other, and before you know it, you're going to have people chit-chatting with you. So the first thing to do is to start small, get out there, do something you're comfortable with, coffee shop, bookstore, something like this. Get out there. The second big step is going out to dinner. I do it all the time. I've had to. What am I going to do? Never have a decent meal or go check out the best Thai place or something? I don't have anybody that's sitting around here at my beck and call, and I'm not putting my life on hold, so I go out. But let me give you some pro tips here on when you go out to eat. Do not go at the height of date time. Don't go out at 7 o'clock on Friday by yourself. Yeah, you are going to feel like a weirdo. But go at a little bit off times, and I find that even the staff appreciates it, because guess what? They're there to make some money, and if you're there, you're probably going to leave them a tip if you're in the U.S. And they appreciate it. They're going to treat you pretty good. And if you like the place and you start visiting more often, you're going to become a regular, and staff will be like, hey, what's up? And it becomes nice. It's a nice social outlet. So the other pro tip here, when you go into restaurants, I do not drink, but I almost always sit at the bar because it's comfortable. I'm alone and by myself. And many other people are sitting at the bar alone. They may be on business trips, who knows? All kinds of reasons, doesn't matter. We're all equal and good and okay there. So you're gonna have people to chat with and interact with. The bartenders are gonna love you as long as you give them a tip. They couldn't care less whether you're drinking alcohol or not. You leave them a nice tip for the time you've taken up the seat, as if you were ordering a drink or two. They are going to totally love you for that. The third thing you can do, go out, museums, craft fairs, events, whatever is going on in your town, your area that you want to do, you always want to try, someplace you always wanted to check out. I'm outside of Philly. There's a ton going on. I'm also outside of a little further, New York. I mean, I'll get on the train, go into Manhattan, and have a blast. It's really important to push past your anxieties, fears, concerns, the voices in your head telling you that everyone's going to be looking at you thinking you're some kind of weirdo. Totally not true. Once you get out there and you start doing this stuff, you're going to realize there's a ton of us single solo people out there, especially us women. And we like to interact and connect, and it's great. And I can tell you this, a lot of times when you're out there by yourself, your energy is kind of open to connection, as opposed to if you're spending all your time focused and talking with your friends and family that you're with. So you're going to have some really interesting interactions. I find sometimes people, especially if I'm sitting at that bar having dinner, we can have some really deep conversations, and people will disclose things to you that they may not disclose to somebody that they are with all the time. It's kind of that situation where you're a bit of a stranger and they may not see you again, and they're going to be really open and honest, and it can be really awesome to have these kind of interactions. And these are interactions that when you're always with people, you're not going to have. It's special. A third thing here is traveling alone. You can get to the point of traveling alone. I do. What am I going to do? Never see anything for my whole life because I'm single? I don't think so. So start small with that even. I've got some places that I like to go sometimes just to get away from my life. And I don't have a bathtub in my house. I have a shower, and I love soaker tubs. So I've got a couple little places that I go to for the night. I'll go to the restaurant, sit at the bar, have a little chit chat, maybe, a tiny taste of wine, but more often just a chit chat. And then I'll go up, hang out in the soaker tub, watch a little Netflix, relax, get up in the morning, have some breakfast, and it's awesome. I've interacted with all kinds of people. I don't feel like a weirdo being alone. I stay at a halfway decent place, so I feel very safe. That's always important. And it's absolutely wonderful. I've even traveled abroad. I've gone to Costa Rica a few times. I wanted to go, so I'm not putting off my life. I went through a travel place. I used, here in the United States, Road Scholar, ROADS. They're not paying me or anything, but Road Scholar is an awesome group, especially if you're a single person, a single woman. There's all kinds of things that you can do out there. The world is just as big and open to you as it is to any other person who's married in a relationship, hanging with their big squad of friends. I don't know. But you are very much, as a single person, a part of this world. And my experience is when you travel alone, you're out there alone, exploring, eating, whatever you're doing, you are much more available to connect with everybody else out there. And you're going to have some of the most interesting experiences if you get out there and you start doing some stuff alone. Don't let anything hold you back anymore. Let me know down in the comments, what is it you're afraid of? What are your hopes and dreams in terms of, like, what do you want to do that you've been putting off because you don't have anybody to do it with? I want to know. And I want you to freaking make a plan today to take some action and get out there and try at least one thing that you've been afraid of that you want to do, that you've been putting off because you're alone. All right, listen, and if you're interested, subscribe, join the Solo Sisters here, and let's do this.